Liebe Conny, liebe Irina, ich freue mich sehr, dass ihr Zeit habt heute im Hinblick auf unser Symposium am 7. Juni, wo ihr einen Workshop halten werdet, schon mal kurz über Themen, mit denen wir uns dort beschäftigen werden, mit mir zu sprechen. I'll change to English now, because that's the language that you're working in and that we are working together in. And what I want to know from you today is, do you have an example for taking influence in your in recent time that you can think of and would like to tell us about?
I can start then. Thank you. I think we have a couple of examples, even maybe more than this, but let's stick to the one and only, which is the most important, which is a priority for Concordia Academia. Allow me to remind you that Concordia Academia, as a participant in your symposium, is a regional excellence center for personal and professional development of the practitioners working in social field, social education, and also in social medical field. And the main interest, the main current interest which Concordia Academia has is to shift the entire culture in East European countries, the entire culture related to self-care. There is no such a thing as a culture, a self-care based culture. And the most important thing for the professionals working in social work is to pay attention to her own needs, her own type of balance in order to be able to give the needed support to others. Doesn't matter if we talk about training programs or if we talk about support services which are offered to the professionals working in social field. The main thing is that they do not access context as supervision or coaching as they at least as they would need to. It's not at all easy to think and to understand, to reflect and to understand the reason why they have chosen to do this type of work as a profession for their entire life. And also it's not easy to reflect and to understand related to how they are affected on their individual profound level by the type of work chosen to be done.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Irina. Thank you very much. Conny, you know the situation in Bucharest and the situation in Austria as you're working in the field and working at the ASOM. What would you say are the differences or what's comparable between the situations?
I can give the best example for me, maybe in the perspective as a trainer and supervisor, both in academia and as a trainer in ASOM. I would say that if I compare coaching or supervision services, for me, it's always like if you ask influencing the system, we do it on two sides. And we usually do it like the system as such is something which we barely tackle directly, right? So we tackle the system through individuals. And I think this is the same for ASOM and for academia. This is what we try to do. And these individuals, where I see the huge difference is that in Austria, we have at least the system, or it's foreseen. Let's say it's foreseen that we have supervision services. It's foreseen that we have coaching. Of course, maybe you will say now that it does not always happen like this because, you know, it's a time issue, it's a money issue in Austria as well. And usually it's not the first priority when we talk about work or quality work with clients. Still, what I find interesting is in Romania, when I go there as a supervisor and we provide this space, you provide in supervision and you provide the frame, then usually people are, I would say, literally overwhelmed. They don't know what to do with this space because they are just not used to it. But then what's very nice, what I really love working as a supervisor in Romania or in Moldova, for example, is that there are huge steps because once people or practitioners, people working in social and educational field see the space and see what they can do with the space, they are really creative and amazing things come out there. So this is why I really enjoy working with it. But I would say in the role of a supervisor or as a trainer, I am more from the position of influencing the individuals who then influence actually the system, or I would even say who are the system,
Exactly.
part of the system.
Yeah. This was something short, which I wanted to underline here, that everyone is talking about actually the resistance of the system. But the system are we.
Yes.
The system is built based on individuals, and the level of influence should be tackled and approached at individual level.
Yeah, I think that's one of the key questions that we will tackle at the symposium too. Where does the influence come from? Because it's always individuals who have to start movements, but there's also a systemic aspect to this, if the seed can blossom or not, and so it needs both things and know about those connections.
And let's not talk only about issues or problems, but let's also discuss the solutions. And we are very much looking forward to your event in order to share with you our ideas.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for this.
Thank you.
And I'm really looking forward to working together on the 7th of June.
Same here. Thank you.
All the very best.